Good segue, because I was just
Thank,
setting that up. Let's
thank
talk
you.
about it. The first one, well, he's not the first black man billionaire, because the first one was the BET guy. But the
Okay.
second black male billionaire, the first rapper, the first
Mm-hmm.
hip hop artist
What's
to
hip hop
become a
artist to
billionaire
be
is Dre. And
trying
Puffy is right after him with worth about 700 million. I mean, yeah, $700 million. Um, but Dre totally passed everyone to the point where they probably won't ever catch up to him because he's worth. He just sold it. Well, he sold it for 3.2, and he already had money. So
Yeah.
I mean, this dude, he's working on becoming a trillionaire at this point.
Yeah, he's like, man, she look at me, I'm chilling.
So
He
I
might,
got I
he
got
might.
my Sonic Eclectic, my eclectic headphones. So hopefully these catch on, and I could sell mine for a couple billion.
There you go. There you
So
go.
so
But
I'm
listen,
working on
yo,
it.
now for nothing, he might be in the pot now to buy the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Might be
He
one of
he
them
he
celebrities.
could if he
He
wanted to.
can do it by himself. Him like Floyd or everybody, relax. I got this. Dre. You know what I mean? Him and Magic could do it by themselves. Two of them. You know what I mean? And just have a little couple of shareholders in there.
They don't even need him. Speaking of which, have you noticed that Dre's been working out?
I've noticed he's been working out way like when he yeah man he's like a monster. This dude is like he's a prime example of like
Steroids.
steroids and what was it oh that's right gamma radiation. He's a hawk. He's like a mini hawk. He's like I don't know what happened. Like overnight, he went from being, skinny old Dre, well, out of shape, fat Dre,
Right.
and he's big bro. Like him and Timbaland. I think they went to the same steroid class.
Right. And did you
They,
notice how Tyrese is all up kissing his butt? Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, damn, son. Have you seen the footage where he's like they're partying?
nah,
It's interesting.
I don't want to see that. Tyrese is listen, man. Tyrese is he's in a weird place right now.
But he's actually one of the most successful dudes in the game.
Tyrese, yeah, man, he's smart.
Yeah.
My man went from being a model to a singer to an actor. Dude is
And now, yeah, all the and now a action hero.
action hero. Like this
Do you
dude
know?
is
Do you
like,
know he has a comic book?
no, you don't.
Yes, he does.
What's it called?
I don't even know.
That's
It wasn't like anything that hit or like whatever, but he's trying. He's doing these films, so he's like, wait a minute. If I start my own comic book and then I could be my own, he's a smart dude. He's a smart. Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep
yeah.
on him. But the
It's just
it's interesting. Their big thing online was, oh, guess who's the first billionaire? It's a West Coast, and we're the real Billionaire Boys Club, and it was interesting, which was a hit towards, Jay Z is cool with Puffy, which is cool with Pharrell. So
mm-hmm.
and then Timbaland's East Coast too. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
But Jay Z's worth $1 billion if he adds all of his wealth with all of his wife's wealth.
See, that's the thing, though. He not gonna. You can't add their wealth together. Like you gotta. It's your own, man. Like I wonder if they sign a prenup.
They had to
Probably not.
have. But wait. Before we go into that, I just want to finish off on the Dre thing. He, what's next for him? Because he hasn't really been doing anything. I mean, I guess he's still doing music, but with $3.2 billion, like, what do you do but try to make more money? Like,
you
it's
can
like
invest it. That's all you do. You gotta be one of them. Yeah, he invest. He's an investor now. I'm gonna call him up and make him invest in my son's college fund. How about that? See what he do.
you know what? If he watches this clip, he might actually say, "I'm gonna take you up on it."
He might.
He
I'm about to
might
say
even invest in the Eclectic Show.
you need to.
So
There you go. You gonna send us to him. Yeah, the
Ding
Dr. Dre.
ding dong, ding a ding 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 dong. Come on, that
Yo,
could be.
Dre, holla at me.
I better not
Man,
even sing that again because YouTube might make us pay Dre a check. So
make a remix to it.
yeah.
Never know. Yo, Dre, where's the Chronic 2 coming out? That's what's up. Man,
Well, he could
time.
afford. He could afford to not do it. I mean, like, there's no motivation. I mean, at this point, life is a dream. I mean,
Definitely
he,
not
he made
now.
history.
He
And this
did.
is huge.
He'll go down in history as the first rapper to make a
And
billion, become a
and
billionaire.
and he's the only black male billionaire on the planet, I think.
Yeah.
Cuz
Wow.
yeah,
It's amazing.
I mean, remember we had this conversation just about like the most successful people in the game, they're not even successful for their talent. I
Yeah,
mean, you know, really most of their money has nothing to do with talent.
that's true. That's true. Look at
That's look at what?
well, I'd say look at Diddy, but Diddy is really more so. He's like a promoter, hype man, something.
It's more his business skills. But
Yeah,
and when I say that talent, not to hit towards them to say that they don't have talent. I'm just saying that the perfumes, the clothing lines, the
yeah, like yeah,
headphones, the water, 50 Cent with the when he owned the water company for a while, most
the
of their
vibe.
wealth has nothing to do with talent whatsoever. Which for
But
someone of talent, that's a little discouraging.
yeah, but you know what it is? That just shows that you can't just stay inside the box. You have to think outside the box. That's all it is.
Right.
Like for instance, like Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. You
Mhm.
know, these guys have been comics and stuff like that and entertainers, and they took that and they became from a comedian and became actors.
Right.
Or like look at Chris Rock. Chris Rock has been doing animated movies for how long?
That's true.
Madagascar. He's made a ton of money off of Madagascar. And
Right.
he's like, oh, I realized I was rich when I called my bank and they said, oh, you have $11 million in the bank. And he's like,
How much?
I got this. 11 mil.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he made like three mil off of the first Madagascar. Like what? You kidding me?
Wow. Just
You kidding
talking.
me? Just talking. That's it. Just talking. What we're doing here, he made 3.2 $3 million doing what we do here.
So, so even though we're live and we're recording this right now, as soon as we get off, when we end this show, we need to sit down and talk and reevaluate our situation. I think that's what Dre helps all us young brothers to do, is to just reevaluate our situation.
That's it. That's what I do. Cause everything like, gee, like my man sat back and he was like, you know what? Sick and tired of people not really listening to every snare in my beats. Let me make a headphone that really shows the depth and the all the work that goes into my beats for the people that
Well,
who I make.
well, that's the BS story that they said with PR. I believe someone, as far as my understanding, someone just approached him, and they just used his name. He didn't like invent it or create it or came up with the
Yeah,
technology or
true,
anything. So,
true,
so
true.
that's the thing. I mean, it doesn't take away from he had the vision to move forward with it, but it's like, wow, you don't have to
Mhm.
invent nothing, come up with nothing. You just got to put your name on something.
Well, maybe it was a fact that they couldn't get the right buyers and stuff like that because
Right.
they were nobody. So they came to Dre, someone who once again who takes time and makes beats and puts snares and things, little hidden chimes, along with Timbaland, little hidden stuff
Right.
and beats. And it was like, this is pretty good. I'll put my name on it. I'll give you a percentage of such, 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 such,
Right.
and boom, boom, there you go.
Well, the George Foreman grill, that was a similar story too.
Mm.
You know,
You need a name. You need a big name.
and
You
that was
gotta,
huge.
A huge name, you know, just like that show Shark Tank. That's what it is. That's all it's about. You know, it's someone who has a great product and they can't get the right publicity or the right exposure they need. They need a big name.
Right.
They get that big name, get that person to buy, get that person to bite, believe in them, believe in an item.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, shoot, it's like that's like that's like life, man. Shucks,
Hmm.
I
So
gotta
thank you, Dr. Dre, for teaching us about what's going on in the West Coast. You know, the
word.
culture. Thank you for teaching us about the chronic,
Thank you.
and thank you for helping us to reevaluate our situation.
Yes.
Because you
Look,
changed the whole game. You changed the whole game, sir. Thank you. Well played. Well played, Dr. Dre.
Well played. Call him a doctor for a reason, right?